Hey everybody, Tony D. Little Jones sitting in a sunbeam on the floor just off camera, and this is a screenwriter's rant for Royal Jelly, a B horror movie. Yes, and I said that correctly. It is a B horror movie. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. The links are in the description, and you have been supporting the channel with purchases. So thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Now, Royal Jelly is from Unicorn Entertainment. Now, Unicorn, I've seen a lot of their trailers, and they tend to do these low-budget monster movies that usually end with some bad CGI and one of the monsters being giant-sized. I've seen that for two movies. It was Mutation. I forget the other one, but it was very strange. They were two different movies, but they were very similar in the way they were shot and sort of rolled out. This one is kind of similar in that it's a very poor trailer. It's very poorly cut because it doesn't really clearly explain what the hell is going on, other than this girl is obsessed with bees. Her mother, I guess, died, and she was just like her mother, and she has a boyfriend, I guess, and for some reason he is being ravaged by some kind of disease, which is bee related. Like, there's a scene here where it's discovered that he has all these weird honeycomb marks on himself. Are the bees like hatching into him or something? I don't know what they're doing. And anyhow, he's dying of the disease, and then she has sex with him, and then I guess he dies or gets transformed into a monster, and the mother, I don't know if the mother comes back or maybe they're just divorced. But the mother is the enemy here, and at the end of the movie she says something like, "You could have been a queen," which I guess implies that there was some sort of queen bee human hybrid thing going on where they're developing the royal jelly to work on humans. So their men will become drones and they'll be queen of their town. I don't know. The trailer's not very clear on what that crossover is to the horror part of the movie. It just kind of starts showing horrible things and confrontations out of context, and I don't know what the plot is. So my guess would be this is another low budget horror movie. Probably the first act is establishing the weird girl who's into bees and beekeeping, and her presentation on bees to establish all the bee information you need to understand with the other part of the information that they're going to drop on you later in the movie. The second act, and she has a boyfriend, and then the second act is something weird's going on with her boyfriend in terms of some disease. I guess the mother comes back or is not totally out of the picture. And things start to get weird with her. There's something going on with the bees and her, and she wants her to become the new queen bee and eat the royal jelly, I guess, because maybe she's doing some horrific scientific experiments, which is a theme in Unicorn Entertainment's films, which would make sense, but I don't see it in this trailer. So the trailer's kind of lackluster, and then the end is a confrontation between the two queen bees, right? The two queen bees go at each other. So it's not a bad concept. I actually kind of like the concept, but the execution doesn't seem to be here. I mean, and this trailer's just, oh boy, you needed a recut here. You just needed a recut. This trailer's, it's got okay music, and the visuals aren't bad. And the actress, the lead actress, she looks good for this role. She's pretty, but she's also got that sort of gothy, weirdo, quirky girl look to her. You've got main characters that are women, which is big now. So you've got some elements here which could be very well received, but the execution here just looks like you dropped the ball, especially on this trailer. This trailer's it just seems like it's hacked together. It's like you hack together a few scenes and then hack together the ending out of context. So I don't actually know where the jump is here. Where do the bees and humans interact other than this disease? And it's not obvious, right? I mean, there's no obvious like case of bee related stingings that starts turning you into a bee that we all know about or something. You would have to explain it, or it would have to be a scientific experiment, or radiation, or a meteor, or whatever. You're missing that context, unless I missed it. So, yeah, I mean, this, it's a shame. It looks like a solid concept. Would I see this? There's a big chance. I mean, it still could be good. It could just be a very bad trailer. Could be great. I mean, it is a strong, in my view, it's a strong premise. Or a potential, I shouldn't say strong. It has a lot of potential. Because the mirroring of humans with the bees and their behavior, you could have this character who just starts, she's a queen bee and she gains these powers from the royal jelly, and then guys just start listening to her, and and you start drawing all these parallels between the hive and the queen bee and what they do, and then the humans start doing it, but it doesn't translate for humans, right? It's awful, it's terrible. The drones are too suicidal or whatever. So yeah, I think this needed a hell of a lot more context, but if you're interested in seeing it anyway, I'm not sure when it comes out. It also doesn't say. And but you could do a lot worse, I guess. I mean, if you're looking for a schlocky horror movie, I mean, maybe it'll be good. And that's it for me, Tony D. Joan and I will see you tomorrow.